Hello everyone, this is Ishansha and welcome to Z Interactive Premium Tutorials. Now here we will add more albedos. In front here we will be adding a different sort of a material like a albedo on the frame of this television. So let's do that. So now I'm here inside the front panel of the TV. So I'm looking for this frame right now. Okay, so this is the frame that I'm looking for. Okay, let's see, where do we have this? First thing first is, let's look here first. And then I'll add a blend node here. Okay. This blend node is just a stopper. Okay, so now here I will add, let's add a blending mode add here. Later on we will remove that because we might not need any blending mode. So let's see, what do we have here? Okay, this is basically the right side of the front panel. And this is the left side of the front panel. So let's see what we can use here. Let's go back here and let's see what do we have here. So this is the front panel here. So I will take this front side of the television and use this as an opacity mask for this node that I have it here. Alt, put this in the opacity here. Okay, so whatever I will add here, whatever color I will add will be applied on the whole front part, and then we will add to whatever we want. So I will add a gradient here. Okay, gradient map. And then I will choose any sort of a grunge here, so it can have some old feeling and those kind of things. Okay, because usually like television, when they become older, so their color, kind of fades, or they have some wear and tears there. So I will use two nodes here, grunge map, cloud. Okay, put them in a blending mode. Okay, let's see this cloud here, not this one. It's too sharp, so I'll take this one. Okay, blending mode. I'll add this in the foreground, this one to the background, and let's see which node we will use. So let's try different modes, blending modes here. The one that looks better, that we will use. Okay, let's see. So let's switch them and let's try again. Let's do one thing. Let's use a typical upper opacity, old school one. Let's use screen and with opacity. Okay, so that's how it is affecting here, the front part. I'll add a transform node here because this is too huge and we have to reduce it to the size. No tiling here, so we have to reduce to the size of the front part of the television. Okay. Okay, so somewhere here. Now you can see it's showing up on the television now. Okay. So instead of add, I will use copy here in the blending mode. Okay, so that's a better result here. What I will do here is that I'll go back here and check all of them if they all are using copy, because sometimes by mistake you can put add, so always keep on checking that. Okay, so I'll keep copy. Okay, and I will take the gradient editor. I'll bring this television picture and I will choose this plastic color from here. Let's see which looks better. Let's try this. It's too harsh and it's more greenish. Let's try this. It's too flat. Let's try this. Oops. Let's try here. This whole thing. Okay. This looks good. Let's try the other side. Let's try this side. Yeah, it could work. I'm just looking for something brownish. Oh, and what I'm getting is all greenish. This looks good. And we can add our custom colors to it also. So it will look much more better. But let's see. Let's keep on checking others. Let's try this. No. Let's do one thing. Let's change this to brown sort of color. This one also. And let's add something in the middle. And let's add some here. We'll make our manual colors here. Oops, no, not that. So just closer to whatever color we are using, but more flatter, so we will not have this sort of an issue over there. Okay, just notice the real picture of the television, how it is, and you know, like this kind of effect we're getting. Exactly, we cannot get that effect because it's all random, procedural, but we are almost there. Like, okay. That's fine. Okay, so we got this base color for the front part. Let's go and work on the other parts here. I'll push this here somewhere. By the way, this tutorial is going to be long, so if you want to take a break, you can take a break, or bring some food items, popcorns, soft drink, and you're feel free to skip parts that you don't want, because I made it in detail so you can see each and every part what I'm doing right now. Let's put this here, and let's put this blend node here. Okay, so I'll take this opacity mask from the front television side and put this here. Okay, now same, I'll use it in the foreground. Okay, but let's see if or make it our own. Let's make a color here and then we'll decide. Okay, so this is what it is, the inside frame. So what I'm going to do is that, let's see, let's check what other parts do we have here. Let's remove that opacity mask from there right now, because that's not the one I was looking for. Let's take this, put this in the opacity. And yeah, opacity. Okay, this is not on the right spot. There's something. Yeah, that's because like there's no transform there. Transform is on the other side. Here's the transform, yeah. Let's move it back. Let's use the same one, that like the one which we were using. So we'll increase the size of it. I'll add a distance node here. So it will increase the distance of it. Okay, that's too much. We'll fix it later. I'll use a smaller distance here, maybe 3 or something, and then I'll add here levels just to fix levels here. Okay, so it's long, so I want it to be shorter. What I want is to cover the border of this frame, and not the whole border, just like the outer part of the border. Let's try different distance setting. Okay. So I'm trying different settings here in the distance node. I'm looking for the right one. So I think I have to work with the values a little bit more to get the actual result. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Almost there. Okay. Now what I will do here is that I will add a blend node here. Okay, and I will create another one and I will mask, subtract these two, so I can have an outer border on the border, outer border on the border. I will take this, use a levels, new levels here. Okay, and this time I will subtract this. Now I'm getting the outer border on the border, but it's too thin. or it's not on in the right spot. So what I will do here is that I will just go and fix these levels on both of them, the subtracted one and the subtraction one, the one that got subtracted and the one which is subtracting. This is the one which is subtracting. I'll have to fix this as well. Okay, to make it sharper. Okay, so we got that part here. You can see that this is what we were looking for. It's sticking out, but I don't want it to stick out more. So I'll take the same color, apply it here. Okay, that's what we got. So now I will go to the other parts and apply the albedo on those. So I have this transformed like 2D. And I have this screen here. Let's see what we are looking for. So I'll take this screen part and let's check button. Yeah, this is fine. I'll take blend here, a new blend. Take this, transform 2D, plug it inside the opacity of this new blend. And let's add a uniform color for now. Plug it in. Let's see what is affected. Okay, so this part is affected, and what we need is the inner part of this television set. So I'll add a levels node here. Play with the setting of the levels so that it will only affect the television screen, not the border. Yeah. The corner is acting weird. Let's delete the whole thing here. Let's find some other masks that can help us. Otherwise, we will use like a different approach. Okay, so let's put this blend node there. Now, this is what we have right now. So I'll take this, or not that one. Okay, let's bring that back. Let's do some more changes to achieve the result I'm looking for instead of deleting this. I'll play with the settings, and my target is to make the screen inset there so we can color it. So I'll use blur instead of distance. Okay. Remove this connector there. Don't need it. It's a short connection. That's why. I'll play with the settings on the top just to see what sort of result I'm getting here. Okay, so the blur intensity have to be changed in order to get the same curve. But let's try some other settings here. Okay. Now this looks good, but we have to fix it using the blur HQ. Okay. So I'll go to the intensity, reduce the intensity of the quality. Okay, getting there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now what I will do, I will just play again. It will come back to its like inner position. Yes, now we got it. Okay. Okay, so I'll give it a greenish, grayish, greenish color. Usually this kind of color, all like usually the television screens have, and like the retro televisions. Okay, something like this. I will put this here. Put a blend color here in between. So I'll take this front part where this speakers are. So I will put this in another blend node, opacity mask there. Just like this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that I'll create a noise here. Okay. Like fractal sum. Okay, let's put fractal sum instead of noise. And put this in the blend foreground. So this should be with the gradient mask, so we can add any color on the gradient. Okay, this is like a wood or something, like formica or wood. So I need that sort of a color there. So I'll pick the gradient and use this. Let's see. Okay, this looks good, but it's too dark. Let's try this. This is the lighter one. Okay, this is too light. A little hard to know like what's going on. Okay, let's try this. This is good, but it's too reddish. Try this. Okay, this is quite of a unnatural. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try a smaller stroke. That looks good, but let's try on this smaller stroke. Now this is too plain. Okay, this looks good, so I'll stop here. So I will put this here somewhere. And add a blend. Okay, Okay, so now I want to create this sticker. So I will put this sticker opacity mask to this new blend that I created. And I will bring that sticker here and put this on the map itself. Now this is too big and I have to use the same size. So I will look for the transform that this front sticker uses. So this transform, I will copy it. Okay. Just delete this part from here. And between these two nodes, the color and the blend, I will connect this. Okay, that's it. So this kind of looks like it's old. We can change that roughness of this, like, or erosion of this bottom part of the sticker. So I'll try to work on this opacity. Okay. Okay, so little changes I will do here to get the right nice looking sticker there on the top. Okay, so I'll just go to this front button panel. Okay, so we have these two to type. So this is the metal one. This is for the buttons. And this is basically the third layer here, which goes inside. So here you can see this is metal, but it's a directional scratched metal. So I'll create a blend node here. Take this front panel, or not this one, this is fine. Okay, so I'll add a alt here. Move it to this part. Okay, I'll move it to, I have connected this to opacity of this new blend. And I will add a directional scratches here. Put this here in the foreground and I will use my gradient map. You can see this is how I'm getting the result. This is what not I'm looking for. I'll reduce the scale of it. Change a little bit values. Okay. So I'll increase the scale more a lot. Okay, so this is maximum I can go, but I will add a safe transform there. Okay, to increase the size, the tile more. Okay. What I will do here is I am looking for levels. Okay, so we have that directional noise, and then so I will just play with this black amount here, so I can have it like a metal, later on, but scratched, like a scratched metal. So all the metals that I'm using, either they are lighter gray in color or white. Now I have this part, and this is what I want to recolor. So use blend here. Drag in the opacity mask of that blend. And I'll use a uniform color here just to see what sort of thing we are getting here. Okay, so that's fine. Here what I will do, I will take this brown color from here and make it a little lighter. Okay, so let's play with the colors here for this buttons panel. Okay, this will be dents on the front button panel. So I don't want any dent to be colored, so I will skip that part. I will go to the buttons part directly. I will add a blend node here. And I will take this opacity mask and plug it in the opacity of this new blend which I created. And uniform color, change it to something else, and then later on we can decide what we do. What do we need? So black buttons. Okay. And I'll keep it as it is right now. And this is for the stickers, like top part of the buttons where you have that inset going on. I will take the opacity map from here and plug it in. And I will add a uniform color here. Okay. And I will use this color here. This is a white color, but a bit of white touches there. Okay, I have used the wrong opacity mask, I guess. This is the one that should. I'll move it back, take it from here, plug it in. Okay, oops. Yeah. Okay, now it's fine. Now we'll work on the knobs. So I'll take another blend node. Take this part. Okay, so I will plug this knobs to the opacity mask, the one that we created, these circular ones, if you remember in our previous lessons. I will add a uniform color here, the foreground, and you can see everything turned black. And I don't want everything to go black, so let's do some settings here. I will take this color, same color here. Changing the value to get what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see what else we have here. This is the knobs. And what is this? This is the whole thing. So let's change it to brownish. Okay, something like this. And then what I will do here is that, let's see. Okay, so let's make it a little darker. Not too black, not too light, a little darker. Now here I will add a new blend and take this stickers of the knobs in the opacity. And then here I will add a uniform color and put this in the foreground. And you can see it's getting the color there. But what I want is switches to have a little different color and then the stickers different color. Let's work on the switches first. Let's put this in opacity so it will affect the whole switch, as you can see on the screen. Okay. So let's do some changes here. These are the knobs outside, the one which are outside, like this here. Okay. Now I'll add levels in between. And blur, HQ, grayscale. Up the quality, reduce the intensity of it. And I'll play with the bevel so I can reduce the size of this dial, this circular dial over there for the knobs, because I only want the switch to be black. Okay, so let's do some blending there. Now you can see that it's only on the switch, and this is what I want. I want it to be only on the switch. Now we'll go to the sticker part. Add blend here. And use this opacity mask. Oops, I added blur instead of blend. Blend. Take this, plug it in the opacity. And here I will use a uniform color. Put this here. And I will pick with like this color. Okay. Okay, let's put this in opacity. And I'll add a uniform color to it. And I need this sort of color there. So I'll add a uniform color, plug this in. And then I will take the pick and I will take this color. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Move. Okay. This is what I got it, the complete set here. Here I will add another blend, and let's do one thing. Let's add a text here first, and then we will see where we want the dent to be there. So now I will write some values here so that those values can be displayed on these knobs borders. Usually and these are channels that we used to have in early retro televisions. So I'm just adding some values here. Okay, now the room is very tiny, so I will reduce the size so they all will fit. Okay, so we got all the numbers that we were looking for. Let's rotate or keep it as it is. So out of this, we'll create a shape mapper. I'll take the text, put this inside the shape mapper, and you can see it is now, it has already started to make text out of the. Okay. I'll turn this up inside out. It shouldn't be mirror, so we'll fix that. But first, let's decide what width we have. Oh, we should need what radius we will leave. I will rotate this text. Okay, so it will appear straight, and I will flip the horizontal. So now it's looking fine. Just notice that it needs a little bit more space between you. That's too much. Let's add a little space between each one of these. Let's see what kind of result we will get out of this. Okay. Now I'll change the width of this mapper just to see what effect we are looking for, because I don't want it to be stretched. It looks stretched a little bit right now. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, so I'll add this to it. So just I'm changing the font size so that it will fit without resizing it. Okay, now we can get this. You can see, fine. You play with the radius or with the height, it's totally up to you. Okay, so I will stretch it also, so here it will look fine. Now it looks better here. Okay, so I'm just doing these changes here so that so that it look nice. Okay, we're getting there. Don't worry. I'll try to reduce some spaces there so it will fit more nicely. Okay, so I will rotate it till the Y or U goes up. So I want the U to be on the top. So it will become proper channel mixer or channel changer, whatever you want to call it. I will put one here. And there should be a transform 2D and the gradient map. I think gradient map, not the transform 2D, sorry. Okay, here I will add transform 2D here. Okay, and then I'll choose no tiling. So I will reduce the size, put this here. Okay, let's move this to the right position where we need it. So we need it on this brown area because black area is the switch. Okay. Let's increase the size of it. Okay, so let's see what value I can use it. I'll take this level from not level, this transform, and put this inside here. Or we are able to see it, but it's very fainted. What I can do here is that move this part, take this color, this node, and I'll choose let's see which looks better. Okay, and that's it, I guess, for this knob. And let's try a different direction. Wait, let's see what kind of effect it will create. Okay, so minor details I'm fixing here so that just to check if I'm getting the result I'm looking for. I will move them. I will copy paste this one here down, or instead of this I'll copy the whole thing, put this here, and plug this one to the background of the image. Okay, so let's add more deeper values here. Okay, so I will add more and more numbers here. Okay, so I'll take this transform 2D. Everything is working fine here. Just add a little bit more values, or let's see, leave it as it is. I will not change anything. Let's change the font size, smaller, better, or something else. See? Okay, it's fine. Now I will add, and you can see it has added on top of the existing one. I have to move it down with the transform. Okay, I will move this down. This is the niche place where it should be. Okay, so this looks fine. Yeah, so good. Okay, so here I will add another blend node. I'm done with this these knobs. Now I will add another blend here. Push it here. Okay, so let's see what we can do here now. I'll add another text here, so I can write VHF on the top or UHF on the bottom, something like that kind of effect. So I'll take this text, copy paste it here, but I want it to be I'll decrease the size so I can make a normal size out of it. Okay, so I don't want this whole text there. What I want is this VHF. This was like a frequency. I don't know what VHF means. Maybe it's high, very high frequency or something else. I don't know. Let's put some gradient color here. Green. Okay. I don't want to change this, but I'm just trying to see what kind of result we are getting. Okay, to make it completely black. What I don't want. Okay, and it's also not affecting anything, so I'll move it back. Okay, I'll try different settings here. I'll use copy here. Gradient color. Let's see, white. Okay, and try to. I got the text now here. I just want to position it. Okay, so I just want to stretch it a little bit, not too much. And I want to put this here and make it smaller. Okay. This is what we will get. Okay, so I'll try to relocate it to the right place wherever it looks nicer. And now what I will do is that I will just make another blend node here. And I will copy paste these two and put them in the background. So blending node I'm using is add. Now I will put this in the background here and take this text and move it down. Okay, this is how you can do this. Okay, I'll move it more. Okay. Okay, so let's some minor settings here. So VHF on the top, UHF on the bottom. Now here what I will do is that I will add a panna color, this one. Okay. So drag this. Okay. And one thing I've been noticing here, the size of this is too small, and it will blur out when we will transform it. Okay, so this is where I want that color. Now I will add a blend node. Put this inside the plugin. One here. Okay, and this one. Is the uniform color also. Take this. Or delete that and take this one, this logo, and I will put this on top of it. Add. Okay, now issue is that if I will take the transform 2D and I will try to transform it, okay, so we are getting this block here of the panel color, the logo, but it's very pixelated. It's very pixelated. So I think we have to change the size of it. Let's put this in the niche position where we want it. So okay, so we need to figure out the right way of using this here. Okay, let's try to fix it up and then we'll decide what to do with it. Okay, here where it is. What I will do, I will take this into Photoshop and I will make it 4K at least. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so that's fine. Go to blur, smart blur, and blurs all these artifacts out. Okay, takes a little time to load. Okay, now I'll save this. I'll go back to Substance Designer. Let's save this one here. Now in the Substance Designer, it's not loaded yet. We'll right click here. Okay, let's see. So we will fix this one here. Now I will reload this. Yes. Again. Or delete this one and use this again. Sometimes you have to do that. Okay, so delete the old one and bring the new one. Link resources. Now I'll add it here. And then this one, I will put it on the transform 2D here. Okay, now you can see crisp and clear. It was all about the opacity. Okay, we got these colors there on the knobs, on the buttons, on this Panacolor logo. We also have it now. So we want some text here on the panel. So I'll just make some arrangements here so I can have enough place. Let's dock all these to reduce the space. Okay. I'm just docking it to create more space. And this, I don't know why it's there. I'll just delete this one. Put this a little bit forward. Remove unwanted connectors. Okay, so I'm just arranging so I can have more space to work on the text for this, for these buttons. Now I want to organize this nicely. Okay. So now I will add a blend node here. And after adding this, I will add a text node here. And I will start typing text here that will go over the buttons. You can Or there are some side panel buttons also you can do for the side panels too, but I will only do for the front panel. I will copy paste the existing text so that I don't have to work more on it. I'll just write the name, the text here. Okay, so pull on volume. So these were like push and pull and dialing the buttons. That's why you will see the text like that. Okay, so I will make, like I will put the gradient here. And I will use add over here. Or let's do one thing, not add. Let's check which value will affect more here. Let's put this here. Let's see if it is appearing. Yes, that's appearing. I think we are good. I'll put this here. Okay, I will play with the opacity here just so that I can easily move them around. Okay, so let's arrange this, the position of it. Okay, so I will add another text, and this one I'll rename it to something else. Add push CS look color, something like, you know, random technical word. Push OS look color. Okay, so I will add another text here. Pull AFD tint, something like that. Okay. I will press enter so that I can go to the new line, and this I will use bright value, like go text is bright, and I will move it down. Okay. Little bit changes we can do that. We'll put some on like we'll make like some of them one liner so it won't look weird. Let's try to put some gaps between so we don't have to do that process which I was talking about. But I think it would be better if we can make these one liner, all these text, instead of in two paragraphs and or in two lines. Okay. Let's make it one line. Now it's much more better. Okay, so the bright is not in the center, so we'll put it in the center. It's now better. So you can also try putting on the side panel, but here I will not do that. So I hope you have learned something from this lesson, and thanks for becoming member of my premium plan. Thanks a lot everyone once again for joining this lesson. I'm very thankful to you all for supporting me, and I hope to receive your support continuously. I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos but not have subscribed to my channel yet. So please subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon so you can receive all the notifications about the great new contents I will be uploading soon. So if you have liked my video, so please hit the like button, and if you have any queries or questions, then leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them as soon as possible. And one request I have, and that is, I have noticed that some of the viewers do not watch my videos online and instead they download them, especially my premium tutorials. I don't want them to get viral or like pirated. So please, if anyone is doing that or you find someone doing this, then please stop them, because this will never help me to get my hard work paid off and it will demotivate me. So I don't want to stop making tutorials for you all. Therefore, help me to get a new subscriber. I will take off now, everyone. Take care till we meet in the next class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning on Z Interactive, your own training institute.